How's it going, YouTube? Bowden the Great with another Hobo Tough Life kind of tutorial video. I've had a couple questions regarding perks and not just the base building perks, but more so the personal perks that you can unlock and where you can find them. Here, let me show this for example. I don't have all of them, but I do have a fair amount of them, and I know at least where to find a lot of them. So I figured that I'll give a quick video on where you can actually find these things. To be fair though, just FYI, because I have, honestly I was feeling lazy and didn't feel like unlocking a character or starting a new character to unlock every single one, but I'll show you where you can actually get the perk and describe a little bit of what it does and my personal opinion of it. But yeah, each perk is going to kind of depend on what kind of playthrough you're going with, so just take that into consideration. But yeah, to kind of start things off, we'll go with the Guts perk, which is a pretty nice perk to have. I mean, it's not super important to me to have, especially because it takes so long to unlock it anyways. Well, actually, no, that's fair. You don't actually need too much to unlock it. You have to get your trust with Tony up to 30, and it'll cost you 300 coins, which is not too bad. But early game, it may be a little bit more unattainable, just because you got you kind of have bigger fish to fry. Basically, what Guts does is allows you to enter buildings and basically beg. Oh, actually, next one. It allows you to enter buildings and basically beg for money, as well as take a dump in public. And I'm not sure if you know where Tony is yet, but he is in the, oh, there's a thief right there. Oh, the Hobo shelter. It's my buddy Tony. But yeah, this is Tony right here. Oh no. Hopefully it's all good news. Ah, there we go. Yep, Hobo King now, boys. Yeah, so this is Tony right here. I'll show you on the map really quick. Yeah, it's just located over here. Just kind of north-ish west of the city. But yeah, that's for Guts. Moving on to the next one, Burglar, which you can unlock from Bond. I'm trying to think of the best way to get there from here. Once you do a couple quests with the thieves is how you can get to working with Bond, and he's in these series of buildings over here. To get to working with Bond, you have to go through all the steps of stealing bikes, and then I think even stealing car stereos. But you can't talk to him until you work some things out with good old Bruno right here. But Bond is just over here. Oh, he's gonna also congratulate me. Oh, he just gave me the lucky crowbar. Cool. But yeah, he's right there, which is in this part of the city, not too far from where Tony is. Moving on to the next one, I probably could do this in a little bit more efficient way and try and get everyone in the same area, but I'm kind of just going down the list. The next one is Drinker, which is what you get from the Cardinal, which is the kind of the king guzzler. This I don't really play, or I've tried playing in hard, on hard mode with a, as a drunk character, but it's just kind of a pain altogether. So I usually avoid these kind of, I get the perks because I complete the Guzzler quest line, but for the most part I kind of just avoid it altogether. It's not really that, I don't personally seek it out. But basically, as a drinker, with the Drinker perk, it allows you to hold your alcohol it allows you to drink more alcohol before you can get drunk. So I guess I could see some value in that. I don't think it's really worth anything, but what do I know? I've just done a few tutorial videos on Hobo Tough Life as it is. I may have to warm up in just a second. And that's basically brings us to 3 out of 22. So this may be a little bit longer than I anticipated. Oh, where it? Oh, shoot. It's right on in here. Don't mind me. I'm just going to warm up really quick and dry off. But some of these perks, though, which we'll get to in a little bit, are absolutely necessity, and you should go for them right out the gate. Alright. Let's get the flashlight going. So basically you have to come down here. This is my favorite area anyways, just because of the fact, and I'll kind of add little tidbits here and there, but this is my favorite area as it is because it's basically the best spot to beg, in my opinion. And plus there's a fire barrel like right outside that area. Oh wait, this is, shoot, this is Zachy, which I don't think he gives you any perks. Yeah, there's so many of these freaking guzzlers, because there's another one right here who I think also gives you perks, but Cardinal is right up here. That would be my mistake. Yeah, Cardinal is right here. So he's just inside this area. Yeah, so basically this part of the map, like I said, this train station area is my favorite place to basically be, especially early game. You can just make so much money here, and then these fire barrels right here, you can just come warm up whenever you need to. But yeah, Cardinal right here, he gives you the drinker perk, which then brings us to the dump rider perk, which allows you to, I guess, find more useful items in garbage piles. And this is from Maisner, which, if you've played at least 5 minutes a game, you should know who Maisner is. Because he's the guy who kind of you talk to right out the gate. You get to see a quick little walkthrough of my fortress. Yep, here she is. Alright, so yeah, here is Maisner. Yeah, basically once I hit a Hobo King, I haven't really talked to any of these people. But yeah, Maisner, I'll show you the map, even though you probably should know where he is. Kind of the northwest of the map altogether. His perks, I'd say pretty useful. But you'll get that sort of naturally anyways, just playing the game. It is a little bit more hard to get. You have to be level 4 for dumpster diving, which early game is kind of hard to do because it's hard to survive and dumpster dive at the same time. That brings us to the next one, which is you'll get from Crazy, which is strategy. This is pretty nice. Definitely one that you want to get early on, because it expands people's dialogue options, so you have better chance to sort of sweet talk them, and which you can sweet talk them more and get more money out, or have a better chance to get money. Yeah, I'll use an example. Okay, wow. Yeah, so let's see if we'll give in the option. Well, usually, never mind. Oh, it's been too long. All right. Anyways, moving on. But sometimes when you're talking to people, you have an extra option to open up a dialogue. Asshole. I'll just have to go around. But yeah, Crazy's right down here, not too far. This is Crazy. He is crazy, literally. But yeah, sort of right here, kind of south part of the train station. But yeah, like I said, strategy absolute necessity. Which then brings us to the next one, which this is, in my opinion, one of the most OP perks available, and it is an absolute necessity. Honestly, that's the first thing that you should try and work. And it's fairly easy to do because you can steal shit for them. And yeah, this is for Langos, which I don't know if you remember, one of the first. I will be probably spoiling a little bit of things. So if you're a brand new player, then you may not want to watch, because I think I've actually said a few spoilers even prior to this. But basically, Crazy is down, or not Crazy. Langos is down here. He's the one that has the dog that you can buy from him, that he's gonna eat it or some shit. But basically, this is the Insolence perk, which basically, whenever you beg, you can get a second chance to get more money from people. So it's an absolutely clutch. So definitely want to get this. Here's Langos. You can usually talk to him and go get, you know, you can go steal building materials for him, and he'll be happier with you. But yeah, it's right up here. Not too far. Actually, it's far as shit. Excuse me. But you do spawn up like right over here, so it's not that far from you. But if you're, you know, in the city living here, it is. Alrighty, next one. I'm gonna have to actually look this character up. It's alright. So it's Nugget. Okay, I think I know where this is. I think it's over there. So this one, Troll. I think I actually don't have this one just because getting the 50 trust with Nugget is kind of tough, and so I kind of just said, I don't really need it. Plus with the Insolence perk, you really don't, honestly, in my opinion, really need, well, especially once you get Insolence and Strategy, you really don't, and you get a high enough speech level, you really don't need Troll, in my opinion. But if you don't have a high enough speech level and, you know, need it, I'm going to burn some shit real quick. What do I have to burn? Yeah. But yeah, he's over, I'm pretty sure he's over here near, so this is like the train station area, so it's right to the left of that, not train station, police station. Police stations, I think, is right here. It's right to the left of that. So we'll warm up and we'll head that direction. And I'll break all these down into little subcategories so that you don't have to, you know, watch a 30-minute video. But yeah, so let's find, probably best go this way. Let's find Nugget. But yeah, so basically what Troll does, it's sort of another alternative option to make people, to increase people's percent chance to give money to you. Hopefully there's no, god damn it, saw that coming a mile away. Let's try and go around. Here's the police station. Also, a tip that I like to do is, you can see the bottom right of my screen how I've got coffee here. As you're running around, your stamina depletes, just drink a cup of coffee and it'll fill it right back up. Damn, they are everywhere. Alright, I'm pretty sure I took a really round ass about way, so it may not be that easy to find. And he's actually over here. I think he's over here in some makeshift little, what? Yeah, so here's Nugget right here. Yeah, I don't, you can get him up there eventually, but you know, I just said hell with it. But yeah, he's right over here. Not too far. Like I said, Troll expands dialogue options, so that if you value that, then hell yeah. If not, then whatever. Next one is with Furgrim, or Furgrim, however you want to pronounce it. Which he is, I'm trying to get caught by a damn thief, so I don't have to. I think I can probably beat their ass. Yeah, I definitely can beat their ass. So worst case, I have to get into a fight. I'm the freaking Hobo King now, so people best not be messing around with me. But yeah, so moving on. Yeah, Mugger is the next perk, which you can get from Furgrim, which he is basically under where we just were, where we talked to Bruno. He's under that set of that under this area right here, because Bruno's just above here, Anton's just above him, and Furgrim, I believe, is right here. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, just talk to him. He'll give you the Mugger, which is pretty nice. You got it. I mean, the only caveat is that you have to be 60 trust with him, which is tough to get. I mean, actually, you can get a couple things from him. Mugger, as well as Shameless Thief, as well as Shameless Thief level 2. But with that, I didn't bother leveling him up because it kind of takes a lot. So I was like, eh. We were just over there. Shit. All right, so let's just say also here we've got, like we just said, Shameless Thief, just so I can timeline it as well. Shameless Thief and Shameless Thief 2 from Furgrim as well. I'm going to run back really quick to Nugget just so I can put it in the clip. Before I do that, though, I'm going to warm up. This is the constant battle in this game, is especially when you get to these later attempts. But yeah, basically we're going to head back to Nugget. He can give you the Street Vendor perk, which allows you to haggle for better prices, which I don't have that. But that being said, that would be something that's pretty nice. So I would definitely not sleep on that. I kind of just made the mistake early on of not really focusing too much on helping Nugget. Because, I mean, there's a shit ton of characters, and there's 22 total perks. Of which 5 of those you can level up, I think 2 to 3 times. I think some maybe are 2. Let's just fucking fight this dude. Let's see what this dude wants. Okay, well, see you later, buddy. But yeah, so we'll go back to Nugget. Yep, here's Nugget. He can teach you Street Vendor and Troll, like I said earlier. Alright, that brings us to Charming, which I don't want to make the mistake here and find the wrong one. Charming is freaking clutch, which can be upgraded not once, not twice, but 3 times. Yeah, that's the right guy. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I was heading to the right person before I went on a wild goose chase. But he's basically the center of the city, just at kind of the top of this the ramp that's near the grocery store and this little warehouse area. But yeah, so Charming permanently raises your charisma by 5 for each level. So the first level is, Lord have mercy, I'm gonna turn around. The first level you get +5 charisma. The second level you get +5, or you get +10 total. And your third level you get +15 total. Which, I mean, my charisma right now is 68. A lot of that's coming from my gear. But that said, having +15 charisma right out the gate is clutch. The problem with this, though, this is Finn right here. The problem with that, and this is where it's located. The problem with that, though, is that it's kind of expensive. So it's not going to be really attainable early game. So you're talking 300 coins for the first upgrade, 500 for the second, and then 800 for the third, which is not, you know, early game. That may sound like a lot, but when you get to the mid to late game, I mean, that's, you know, kind of chump change at that point in time. This brings us to the next perk. Yeah, so Charming, I would say top tier status. Definitely get that whenever you can. Monty, this is the engineer perk, which you actually get as a quest reward if you just play the game, from Monty, which allows you to repair electronic devices. I mean, late game it might be helpful to be able to repair electronic devices, but because you can sell them for a decent amount as well as use it to build base stuff. Early game, you probably don't really have any need for it, and you'll eventually unlock it anyways, so it's not like you have to really go kind of seeking it out. So I would say that's kind of, I don't know, maybe C tier. You don't really need to go seek it out. You'll just kind of eventually, you know, get it. And this is Monty. But yeah, and he is just behind Crazy. So yeah, he's right down here, just behind Crazy. Let's see. The next one is Intuition, which, where am I? Oh yeah, which you get from Bear, which I'm not sure if you've. He is basically, I came out of those doors where I talked to Tony, and he is basically right there, so he's not too far, which is nice. Intuition basically makes it so that you can identify spectacular finds before you extract it. So basically, whenever you have the question marks, whenever you're dumpster diving, you'll actually see what the item is behind it, which to me isn't, and I mean, it's certainly helpful, I guess, to know, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter to me, in my opinion. Either you're going to take it or you're not going to. I don't necessarily, it kind of just takes a surprise out of everything, which is fine and dandy, but to me, it's not a necessity to have. But yeah. Alright, so Bear, I'll go around. Let's deal with this real quick. Yeah, fuck off. But yeah, so he is just around the corner right here. So this is Bear. Oh, he's too drunk. Classic. But yeah. So he is just here. I mean, this is Finn right here. Tony is basically right here. I mean, he's literally just right there. So he's kind of easy to find. Moving to the next one. Oh, I'm actually just going to pop inside really quick and warm up. Yeah, this place is clutch to get whenever, as you level up. Let's see. Yeah, so the next place we're going to be going to is the gym. This is super helpful early game, especially as you're having to deal with the freaking thieves and shit. Being able to kind of fight them off is pretty nice. I'm actually going to go this way. The gym is basically north side of the train station. So basically just around this corner, kind of tucked away. So it was actually the first time I tried to find it, I could not find it for the friggin' life of me. Because I mean, I spent maybe a while looking for it, and I was like, where the hell is it? Yeah, so the train station's right over there. You're just gonna come this way, and this is it right here. And he can teach you, so he can actually teach you multiple things. So the first thing, adrenaline, which in combat you can use willpower to heal, which is nice whenever you're, as you're taking damage. And then the other one, which is absolutely clutch, is Scrapper perk, which allows you to use willpower to hit your opponent twice in a row without any retaliation, which means that you basically get 2 attacks and they get 1 before they can even hit you. So that can alone kind of help you survive fights. Alrighty, so that takes us to the next one, which is with the Weaponsmith perk, which is probably actually best to go this way. Yep. Which you get from Kashee. That just allows you to craft makeshift weapons, which is just down here, kind of that little like rundown looking town. That rhymed. But yeah, kind of in this rundown town, just right here. Kashee. Yeah, and he sells weapons too, if that's your thing. But yeah, he is just kind of to the northwest. It's actually the furthest northwest point, basically, on the map. I don't really think this is kind of more of a late game perk anyways, because it requires a lot of material to actually be able to build this. And that brings us to the next one, which is Smuggler. Smuggler and Smuggler 2, because you can actually upgrade Smuggler to Smuggler 2. Which is definitely, I guess, kind of nice. I mean, for the most part, in my opinion, it's pretty easy to avoid getting arrested. So I don't think this is really that great of a perk, but I mean, if you unlock it naturally, then sure. But basically, I mean, by then you're pretty much sailing. You know, you're pretty much sailing pretty easy anyway. So, but anyways, we're heading to Anton, which is just above where Furgrim was. And he's kind of like the minion of the. I believe Bruno is his boss. Bruno is both Bond and Anton's boss. Anton has you steal bikes, and then Bruno has you steal car stereos, and then Bond has you breaking into homes. So here's Anton. Oh, see, look at that. You get really good money for stealing bikes too, by the way, which is so. These guys are clutch to talk to. But yeah, he is just right up here, kind of a little bit north of the center of the city. And yeah, like I said, he gives you Smuggler 1 and 2, which, yeah, Smuggler 1, only 50% of your contraband items will be confiscated. Smuggler 2, none of your contraband items will be confiscated if you get arrested, which, like I said, I mean, it sounds good in Prac app, but all you basically just pay attention to your surroundings and make sure there's no cops whenever you're, like, robbing something or breaking into somewhere. And if you hear them, like, hollering at you, just run away. Easy peasy. Next one, which I should have done probably earlier, since I was over there, is Alcoholic Perk. Alcoholic Perk 1, 2, and then 3, which is basically from the Guzzlers. Basically anything involving booze, you can go ahead and expect to be near the Guzzlers. But Alcoholic 1 and 2 you actually get from the Cardinal, and then which makes you more charismatic whenever you're drunk, which is, like I was saying, I don't usually play as a Guzzler for a playthrough, but if you enjoy playing as a Guzzler, then playing as a drunk, then these would definitely help you out, because Guzzler Perk 1 you get +2 charisma, Guzzler Perk, or sorry, I keep saying Guzzler Perk, Alcoholic Perk 1 you get +10 charisma, Alcohol 2 you get +20 charisma. When this is specifically whenever you're drunk, and then Alcohol 3 you get +30, but you actually don't get that one from the Cardinal, you get it from Zachy, who's sort of like the Guzzler leader, who you saw sitting down on that throne earlier. But I'm gonna warm up while I'm here, since it's freaking -9 degrees. Yeah, you can tell that I'm in late game right now. I think I'm, yeah, day 26. I think Calamity is actually about to happen soon enough. Hello, Hobo friend. It is getting colder. Alright. This is kind of bringing us actually to the end. So, yeah. Oh, did it again. Yeah, so this is Cardinal. Cardinal, we saw him earlier. He gives you the Alcoholic 1 and 2 perk, and then Zachy, on the other hand. Oh. And here's my puppy, my German Shepherd puppy. Zachy, on the other hand, he gets you the third one. So, like I said, to me, not valuable, but if you are into the Guzzler perks and being drunk, then actually, yeah, I haven't unlocked it yet. But yeah, so that's that. And then the last set of perks actually are you get that's regarding drug use. So that's always fun. But yeah, you get this from Ramsay, which is unfortunately on the entire other side of the map. So we're going to have to bear with me while I sprint all the way across the map. And basically, the Junkie 1 and Junkie 2 level perk. Basically, for Junkie 1, your withdrawal symptoms for drug addictions pass much quicker. And then Junkie 2, basically drug the drug withdrawal symptoms don't have any effect, or are a non-issue, which I don't really. I'm a pretty clean hobo. I don't mess around with booze or drugs, so yeah, I can't really. When it says non-issue, I don't know if that's actually that means that they, you know, don't have any withdrawals, or that if that means that it's very minimal. Could be either or. But yeah, I mean, that basically is wrapping up the all the perks that you can unlock in this game. I would absolutely love for them to add, you know, more perk content, or, you know, more vendors, and here we go. Let's get this over with, pal. Yeah, he freaking knows. Alright, so Ramsay, you do a bunch of quests for these guys too, because you need their vote. But Ramsay is just back here. I always get turned around in this. I think it's just this way. Nope. Alright, so I came in through this way. Yeah, here he is. Okay. Yeah, so here's Ramsay. And you can actually buy meth from him and sell it, and that's always very nice. So yeah, here's a Junkie I perk. But yeah, Ramsay is on this side of the map. So we basically ran from all the way kind of down here-ish all the way to here. So it is kind of far, but it's certainly not, you know, too bad. It's very manageable. Oh, you know what? I missed one perk, which is the Masochist perk. Just realized that. Alright, so we're back. I had to take a quick break to figure out where the fuck I was supposed to be going to find this person, but I think I figured it out now. Which he is actually, so the person we're heading to right now is this strange person who I believe is a prostitute, a male prostitute. But he is right over here, actually right next to where Furgrim was. So let's see what we got. Which yeah, so he teaches you, he's a prostitute here, and then he is actually right here. Yeah, strange person. Yeah, here you go, Masochist. So basically what that does is getting hit in combat restores morale, which that's probably fair. That's probably a decent perk. I don't have it, obviously, but it's not a necessity, but it's probably a little bit helpful. So, and he is, yeah, like I said, right beside Furgrim. And this little, yeah, Furgrim is literally right here. But yeah, so that pretty much, I'll double check. I think that covers everything, actually. Yeah, so the perks I think are the best. Charming is huge that you get from Finn. The Insolence perk that you get from Langos is absolute necessity. Strategy from Crazy is great. And the rest, you know, in my opinion, are, oh, Scrapper from the gym. Actually, all the gym perks are helpful. And the rest, in my opinion, are just, some are meh, some are poor, but yeah. So that actually wraps this video up. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that you learned a lot and got some locations out. I know it kind of ended up being a little bit longer-winded video than I anticipated, but that's just sometimes how it goes. Please, if you have any more questions, drop in the comment section below, or if you have any favorite perks that you like that maybe, you know, I thought was meh, but you think it's actually better for, you know, XY reason, please actually also drop that in the comment section below. But thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, YouTube.